Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the channel if you are new here. So in this video, I will take you on my journey of beginning my very own locks. So it was a very interesting journey. Okay, I had no idea what I was doing. I have just seen this, and then when I started locks, it was on people who had shorter hair. So literally, this was a process, but it was so worth it. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you're new, stick around, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, you would know that I've been talking about locking my hair, and this is me committing to it. So I hope you guys enjoy this.
Yeah, I'm passionate. I work hard so when it pop it ain't on accident. Yeah, I'm always on go, better watch you.
Okay, so I'm not really gonna do a whole spiel about why I'm starting my locks or anything like that. I'm actually just about to put in a hair mask and like a conditioner to moisturize my hair before I wash it and condition it again. That's literally just been my routine on how I do my hair for the past, I don't even know how long I've been natural. I think I big chopped in 2015. I started out transitioning in 2015 or 16. And then I just went ahead and big chopped. The transition was doing too much, the two different textures. I'm tender-headed. I wasn't here for it. So I big chopped, and yeah. Literally I've been wearing wigs since 2014/15. I'm not really sure. So my actual hair was barely out, and I feel like I was neglecting my hair underneath my wigs a lot of the time. Again, I have no real, I guess, reason for starting my locks. I literally just want them, and I've been debating them for about 8 months now, probably 10 months to be honest. And you know, I already told you guys I was like 98% there when it came to starting my locks, but the other 2% was just me sitting down and actually digging in my tender-headed scalp. Okay, so one thing that kind of held it up was I haven't tried every single product from my product line, which I will show you a snippet of right now while I'm talking. So I have the hair growth oil, I have foaming mousse, curl defining mousse, I have hydrate and leave-in conditioner, I have apple cider vinegar shampoo and conditioner, all types of things, charcoal shampoo and conditioner, deep moisture, styling gel, co-wash, hair and hair and body butter. So it's a lot of products, and this was just in line with something that I was doing. I can't give too many details because I'm still working on my patent and stuff. So it was just in line with it and how I'm gonna do it and how I wanted to launch it. I wanted to go full throttle. I didn't want to half-ass it. So that's why I was even starting my hairline, and that's why I am starting my hairline. So when I, do my locks and stuff, you probably gonna be like, well, what shampoo you using, this, that, and the third? And it's just like, I'm gonna let y'all know, but it's really gonna be from my site, but I don't have it up yet, so I don't know. But sorry if I look a little swollen here. I actually am really swollen in my jaw area. Whoo, Chile. But I just was like, it's okay. I have natural friends that can try it, and everything doesn't work for everybody anyway. And, half of this stuff, not 90% of this stuff I can use on my locks. And, oh, this smells so good. So I'm just, I wasn't too pressed about it. So, yeah. I'm just thinking about what I want to use in my hair right now. So I might use this mask right here. And it's like, what's this little jar gonna do for me, right? But I know when I do my locks, I'm gonna use my this is like a gel, a styling gel, and these are natural products, and this is a butter. So these are natural products, and hair growth oil as well. So yeah, I know the ingredients, I know what's going into them, and I know a lot of people like try to use as natural as possible, So anywho, this is how long my hair is right now. It is right here. Okay, this is the front. The front is usually longer than the back, so yeah, they both actually come about right here because I actually did get my hair blowed out and trimmed in March, I want to say. So yeah, but every time I'm under my wigs and stuff, it just literally is braided down or twisted down or pulled back into a bun. And I just feel like I've been saying that I wanted locks. So not always, but I have been saying it lately. So mine as well. My puff afro, whatever, my puff is real cute, but as far as my afro and stuff, it wasn't given. Okay. That's also why, you know, I'm not pressed. And even if I ended up, I guess, not liking my locks, which I feel like I highly doubt that I won't like them, I could just always start over again. Like, you know, I know a lot of people say it's just hair, and literally, you know, for me, big chopping and TWAs is okay. Like, you know, even if I don't like my starter locks, I'm just doing like a little test lock, but I'm still going to enjoy, but I'm still gonna wear wigs and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm not really too pressed about it. And I think I'm gonna really like my starting phase. Okay, I'm gonna like my awkward phase that nobody really likes. But put a little gel. I am gonna be a gel user, honey. I know people say what they say and all that good stuff, but I don't care. But anywho, Jam just texted me and asked me, was it lock time? And I'm like, I really, oh my gosh, I get so many little hair flurries. And I feel like because when my hair is in my wigs for months and stuff, for weeks, for months, I kind of neglected and stuff. But that's not the point we're making. And I know this is not how you started, honey. I'm gonna start it with a comb and stuff. I just want to see a test as to where my awkward length is gonna be, what the thickness is that I want. So, but I'm gonna start my own because I've started locks, I've maintained locks for years at a time, for siblings, for partners. So I'm not a stranger to locks, to be honest. It's gonna be somewhere along the lines of this ish length, you know, like we out here, all right? We out here. But no, I'm really excited. So let me go ahead and put some deep moisture conditioner and stuff in my hair and let it sit for like an hour, and then come back and actually do like a wash and stuff. While I'm doing this, and when I went to my stylist, she actually said my hair type, me this whole time thinking I'm a 4B, 4C. She was like, no, I would say you're actually a 3B. I said, girl, I know you lying. I just know it. And she said, no, for real. I was like, then she was like, well, maybe even a 4A. So 3C, 4A. I'm like, girl, I'm not one of those girls who is in denial. But then I'm just like, I'm feeling like it was definitely type 4 this whole time. And I've been natural for about 6 years at this point, I think. I want to say fully natural after I big chopped. What was that? 2016, 2015-ish. So, I don't know. I know this feels so good. I'm like ready to start my freaking hairline, but I want to launch it in a certain order. But oh my gosh. But yeah, that was one thing holding up my locks, was the fact that I didn't get a chance to try all of my hair products. So I'm just like, I can use most of these on my hair, like, and then on my wigs, and then I got friends who natural. I gotta keep telling myself. But I'm trying to get any like flyaways out. And this is like when my hair is natural and I'm like in a puff or something, I literally just pick at it all day and pick all my hair fairies out. Like, it's just not a great, it's not great, but okay. All right, y'all, so I am out of the shower, and I like to wash my hair in the shower. I don't know, it's just my thing. But I did some slight detangling when I had the charcoal conditioner in, and I know you're not supposed to really condition, I guess, while the locks are in, but as far as before I start them, my hair needed to be conditioned, so did that. Now, like I said, I'm gonna use my hair and body butter, and then I'm gonna use my argan oil styling gel, and I already told you guys where it's from, my line, which isn't available just yet. Okay, and then I'm gonna use maybe some anti-itch growth oil for my scalp, just because my hair is in need of like some TLC. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the front just to show you all. So I'm gonna do like this back, and then this front. I don't really know how I want to do the parts, but I mean, I also don't want them too uniform. Let me show you guys a picture. As far as like the size, I want, if I can zoom out of this. Just took the screenshot the other day. So I saw this image from _Yoldi on Instagram, and I was like, that's everything. Okay, so that's kind of the size, and as you can see, as far as her parts, they're not super perfect, and I don't really want mine to be either. But let me show y'all one last time. Let's get into the puff. Okay, that was my last puff before my locks. I'm actually really excited. I thought I would be scared, nervous, not really wanting to do it, reneging, but that is not the case. So again, nothing super straight. I could really do a finger part for this. And like I said, it's not gonna be perfect, so I don't really care too much about how it looks. Like, I'm more so honestly wanting the front to look more neat than the back. Whew. So my hair has grown tremendously outside of shrinkage and stuff, so I'm actually really proud of my hair and where we have come. So I am going to detangle again, because I didn't do like a full detangle in the shower. I just did like a tender-headed detangle, because that's what I be doing. So I'm gonna put this in a pony. All right, so I don't want to put mad product on it because I don't want it to be too product-y. Sure. So I am going to put in just a little bit of cream. Like, I'm not going to use a lot of it. It smells so good though. It smells like, I can't pinpoint it. It's like shea-ish. My mom's calling. So y'all just gonna watch me detangle while I talk to her really quick. Hello. Let me tell you. When I tell y'all, my mom was cracking me up. Anywho, I put the growth oil on my scalp. I did about 4 to 5 parts and put it in there as well, and then rubbed it through. I also decided to use some leave-in conditioner to help with the detangling process, and then I went ahead and started this section of my hair. I put about, I would say 15 locks, I would say, in each section, or twist, because they turn into locks. So yeah, I put about 15 in each section after I detangled it. And of course, in the next clip, you're going to see me kind of do it slower. I did do the comb method. I know there's a tool you can use to automatically lock them. I know there are so many methods out there, but this is the one I chose. This is the one that I've seen my mom do, on my brothers, on my cousins and stuff like that. So this is the one I decided to do. It was a little tricky with the comb that I had because I didn't necessarily have the correct tool, I would say. But I tried to find a small tooth comb to kind of comb at the roots and twist from there all the way down. But again, you will see that in the next clip. It was a little difficult to try to capture, you know, of course with the speed through. But you will see me talk about it a little slower. All right, well, my phone is tripping right now. So while it's restarting, hold on, I could use some of this butter. Oh, I forgot my face was swollen right here. That hurt. Oh, but feeling a little ashy. Probably gonna wax tomorrow or tonight. But anywho, so we made it 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 locks, and 7 is my favorite number, by the way. So you already know what's meant to be. Anywho, so I don't really know how it's going. Like, it's going, but I don't know. I think they look pretty good for the fact that I don't even really know how to do this comb twist method. My mom was like, you have to twist and pull, but then I'm too busy trying to get the roots, like, so I think I'm too focused on the roots and not really focused on pulling it through and not worrying about the roots. So I'm gonna show y'all what I did on this row, and then I'm gonna just show y'all when it's all done. Okay, I'm actually really happy with this length that it's at. It is like budding right here a little bit, but not really budding, but it looks like it's budding. But y'all get it. All right, so you might want to keep a spray bottle on deck because your hair might dry up. I lost my comb. Just an FYI, there are many ways you can start your locks. I am not a lock connoisseur. I just did look into it a bit, so I am aware. You can have them like interlocked. You can even have lock attachments if you don't want to start off in a shorter phase. Like, there are a lot of things you can do for your hair to start your lock journey. So that's about right. These are about the size parts that I am parting. Oh boy. And this is clearly gonna be an all-day task. All right, so what I've learned a little bit of, basically, do not focus on the roots, just focus on getting the comb through the actual portion. If you feel like you're gonna rip off a chunk of your hair, stop and start over. So I combed it all the way through. Then I'm gonna clean out the comb, and I'm gonna go, can y'all see, to the root and start to twist it. And I'm also turning my hair over the comb as well. And then I hold it here and start like pulling it through. And if it doesn't like go all the way through, I just keep pulling the comb back in there. Now, again, I'm not a loctician, so it's just doing what it want to do. But I just keep putting that comb through there until it's at the consistency, I guess. Consistency. But the look I want. And then after I do that, I go ahead and palm roll it so that the root is a little more tight. Now, I am tender-headed, so, you know. And I like the, like, fluffy bottom like that. I don't know. I just like it. But you can also take the comb, go back in. And I can do this with the clip, too. And I'm not pulling the lock through. I'm just more so focusing on twisting that root. So, yeah. And once it's kind of tight, I just go ahead and clip it. And then I've been pulling this out and clipping it down here. I'm not going to dry under the dryer. So, yeah, proud of me. What the fuck? I should have made a TikTok. I can still do it. Okay, so I finally finished my hair, okay? I'm about to take these clips out because I'm about to just put it into like a twist over like style. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that with starter locks, but child, I'm about to. So I'm gonna start taking them out over here first just to give this a little more drying, okay? But yeah, I just actually finished and I think I did a pretty good job. I know in the back it seemed to be a little more buildup, but I think it came out really nice. So I'm just gonna take these clips out and put this thing in a style. I saw one where they left like one hanging out and I thought that was pretty cute. So I might leave like one hanging out on each side because I really did think that was cute. But because my hair is not locked, I don't want it to just be out and about. If that makes sense. Okay. Ooh, child, my arm tied. I don't even know what I'm doing for real. Like, I don't want it tight, but I don't want my hair out, if that makes sense. So, all right, excuse my loud refrigerator in the background, but I am in the living room right now. Anywho, so with this style, I honestly was just like, I don't even know. Like, I saw some styles on people and I just was like, well, I'm gonna try this. And the reason I did decide to put it in a style, you know, even though I had just like twisted it for the first time, was because I wear wigs. So I do a lot of, like, I have a wig company, a hair company. So, you know, I'm going to be wearing wigs. So I needed it as flat as possible. And I wanted it kind of tucked away so that it could lock in piece, if that makes sense. And I could still wear the style once I take my wigs off. So that was my goal with this. Like right now, I need a desperate retwist. This is my 6-week mark actually. And my hair just looking how it's looking, but if it was still in the style, we wouldn't have that issue, right? Anywho, this quote unquote, okay, quote unquote style is just me wrapping my like two sides of the hair left and right over each other and still leaving the middle kind of going straight back, if that makes sense. I'll try to do a more in-depth video once I really get and finesse this style how I want it to. And then in the back, I kind of just twisted it up and bobby pinned it, and that was pretty much that. So I'll link a video down below if I can find one who, you know, where they explain it way better and they're good with this. But this is my first time, so I'm literally just, it's my third day out here. Like, you know, I don't even know. Okay, so I don't know what the back looked like, but I just kind of pinned it up as I went along. And then I left these three out over here, and they're super cute. And I'm gonna be wearing earrings more often now. I hate earrings. All right. Okay. So I am an edge girl, so I do like a little edge, but I don't want to do nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna use a really small amount and just like, I'll be wanting to do this to my girl when I do her hair, but I don't think she's an edge girl. And she gets a haircut too, so like a shape up and stuff. So it's pretty clean cut. So I think this is really cute. I got some lock jewelry coming. I think that's gonna be super cute on these three pieces that's hanging out. But other than that, that is all I'm doing. And I absolutely love this. Like, I love it. Just keep this nice and tight because y'all know I wear wigs and stuff. So that's one reason why I was like, I might as well lock my hair up anyway, because I've been wanting locks, and you wear your hair under wigs tied up. So yeah, somebody outside blasting their music. It is not cute, honey. So that is it. I am really happy with how everything turned out. Of course, there were some pieces that could have been righter and tighter and twistier, but start with me.